Hello, hello, hello. So nice to see all of you. And this full disclaimer from the start, it may be that my guest today will not work out because we have technical difficulties. And I was just thinking, okay, so should I not go live in that case, or what do we do? And I thought, no, we go live anyway because, yeah, she's still trying. Anna, just relax. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it will work, it will work. We can reschedule. Okay, so if anyone came very specifically just to see Anna today, I have to disappoint you there. It will probably not work, but stay here anyway. We can have a chat. And if anyone else wants to join me today, just click this link. But I don't know, maybe it won't work for you either because we didn't really figure out what is the issue. So one tip for you: do better than me, do a tech check one day in advance. I always do it about 15 minutes before the show, and it always worked out, so I didn't see any need to adjust it. But from now on, I will do a check at least a day in advance. And now let's say hi to everyone. Hi, Janet. So nice to have you here. And of course, Lala, early in the morning. And Sammy, I know, Sammy, your conference is coming up. Excited for that. And we have here Samantha. Hello, so nice to have you here. And Ellie is here. And Ellie also has a course coming up that she created. That's very exciting. I already bought my ticket. And then yes, Samantha, I will try to write you on Discord, and then we can connect. And yeah, Anna is here in the chat instead of in the live. But yes, Coulter, you're absolutely right. Life happens. Roll with it, and that's what we're gonna do. Marcus rules. Thank you, Ellie. Yeah, and if anyone wants to try to join, just click this link, and else I will just talk a bit for a moment. Hi, Andy. Yeah, the conversation will be with myself probably. Yeah, and Anna really here, but yeah. The tech problem can be anywhere between your laptop and my laptop and anywhere in between. So really don't worry about it. We will do that another time. So, but what I was thinking is, okay, I messed up. I didn't check with my guest today in advance, and now I'm not ready to go live. So what to do? Should I just cancel it or wait? And I thought, no. I told people I will be here at 1 p.m. PST, and I am here at 1 p.m. PST. And yeah, I remember a conversation I had with Janet where she was saying, yeah, she was looking for me 2 weeks in a row and I wasn't there. And that was reminding me about showing up. So especially if you have a weekly live show and you have people who are taking the time out of their day and coming to watch it and to chat with you, you better be there. You better show up for them because they are showing up for you. And that was my thing I took with me from that conversation. And so it was totally clear that show must go on. We just start. And of course, Lala is booting up the computer. Yeah, Lala, just if you like to. It's yeah. Yeah, Sammy could talk about his summit, or you could come on and talk about your course that you're doing. Yeah, and Ellie was said she was looking for me too. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, after all, it is a hobby, and if you're on holiday or something really big comes up, it's always okay to miss one. If you know it in advance, you maybe can pre-record something. But if you start missing shows without having a good reason, that is potentially hurtful because, yeah, you have a small audience, but an audience that is showing up, and that's what I said to myself. So show up yourself too. And Andy says, what if you know you need face but have little face? That face really helps. Okay, that's very philosophical. Yes, that's an other story. Exactly. Yeah. So what have you been up to here in the chat? Tell me about it. Yeah, and we have Matt Haas here. Welcome to the show. Today I improvise because we have technical difficulties, and so I am talking alone with not much prepared, but it's always a good exercise just to go and try to talk about things. Yeah, what else is new? So yeah, but that's the main thing I came up with. Showing up, especially for a live show, is really important. The show must go on. Exactly. Yeah, and it's almost April. That means April 1st is a year ago. I went live for the very, very first time. It was in the private Facebook group. It was the LIDA challenge. This year it will not be in April, but it will come back in August. And that was where all this began. I was just thinking, yeah, why not? Let's try this out. And I was very nervous. Took me a really long time to hit that go live button for the very, very first time. But it was so worth it, and I came a really long way, and so did all of you who were there too. And Anna saying I'm doing a great job. Thank you very much, Anna. And yeah, what else do we have? Yeah, really, I don't know. Lala is joining. Of course, Lala is joining. Guest one. Wait. Lala! Hello!
Good day, everyone.
And
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Right. Oh, but I have an echo with you.
Okay. Sorry, I had the YouTube on, so that's the echo. Sorry,
Okay.
guys. Hi, Marcus.
Hi, Lala.
Hold on.
And now I have two guests for the very first time. I never had two guests.
Hi,
Hello!
Ellie.
Hi, Janet!
Oh, sorry, Janet.
Hi, Lala. Hi, Marcus.
So cool.
Hey, Janet.
This is fun.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Because I was all out of ideas what to talk about, and now I have two fantastic guests. Lala was already 2 times here, and Janet is a first-time guest. But Janet, I meant to invite you officially. Let's do a plant.
Okay, that sounds
you.
good.
Yeah.
You do
An
this.
all-star cast, yeah. Yeah, okay. So I'm open to talk about whatever because I'm obviously not prepared.
No, but Marcus, it's really great that you could have easily just canceled. Okay,
Yeah.
but
Could have.
you decided to still continue on. Sorry, I'm a little blurry. I think I forgot to
Yes.
fix my camera.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, so good. Is it good afternoon to both of you? Yes, good
Evening for
afternoon.
me
So,
and afternoon for
evening for
Janet.
Marcus and for Janet, it's good afternoon.
Yeah, and for
And
you,
everybody in the
it's in the
chat.
middle of the night as always.
Oh, it's okay. After our streamer accelerator, I really had to sleep. So I said, okay,
Okay,
I'll be here.
so great. Yeah, and Janet, so nice to
Hi,
see you here.
Janet.
It's good to see you too. I'm trying to figure out, I've never been a guest, and I'm trying
Okay,
to figure out where everything is. And yeah,
okay,
because I
but
see
yeah,
you over there.
usually you are the host. Yeah, because these two ladies are doing live shows on YouTube themselves. Yeah,
All right, so we see Anna in the chat. Anna,
yeah,
that's
Anna has to
fine.
stay in the chat for today. So, but we will figure it out and find a new date with her. And yeah, now I have to make a new thumbnail for today's episode, and then I can recycle the one from today. Yeah,
So
Oh,
maybe you already
so
have a guest for next week.
maybe. Yeah, we'll have to check what works for her. Yeah, but
yeah.
yes,
Marcus, maybe we can talk about Janet. Janet's
What?
channel.
yes, Janet, tell us a
Oh,
bit
Yes, because
about your
I've
channel.
been here twice. Maybe people would want to know more about,
oh,
Janet's journey.
well, oh, this is so fun. It's really fun being on the opposite end, not being the host. It's very strange. And another thing is, I'm able to finally see what a lot of my guests complain about. Evidently, there's a delay, so now I can just understand what they're talking about. But I'm really excited. So you guys all know Sandy Thompson, right?
Yes.
So all of her fun TikTok stuff, right? But do you guys know that she is a dog trainer, an amazing dog trainer? So she's going to be my guest tomorrow at
Yay!
so I do a little show for those of you that don't know every Friday at noon Eastern. And I have a Facebook group called the Animal Lovers Cafe, but I stream live to the Facebook group and to YouTube at the same time. So Sandy's gonna be joining me tomorrow, not to plug anything,
Oh,
but
please do, please do.
but
And
Sandy, I'm so excited.
Sandy
I'm so
was here on my channel
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm so excited to see Sandy. She's going to be talking about dogs and kind of kind ways of training as opposed to not so kind ways of training
And Roy
dogs.
is saying humans train dogs and cats train humans.
That's so true because I have two kitties, and yeah, I mean we're here to serve them.
Yes. Yeah. And what else are you doing on your channel, Janet?
Oh, on my channel?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh, so for those of you that blah, 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 learning how to talk, that's one thing I'm going to do is try to learn how to talk. Yeah, I just wash my tongue, can't do a thing with it. But so I teach. So what I focus on is not just like the big general animals, but I teach people how to telepathically communicate with animals, and also a healing modality called Reiki, which a lot of people do. It's energy work, and they do it with each other, humans. But I include the human part, but I include always inviting animals, and we work with animals. So that's kind of part of what I do. And I also teach the foundation for both of those modalities is being with the animal or being with another person. So I teach meditation and always including the animal. So that's what I do. And on my channel, I try to have a live guest, and when I don't, then it's me. You get me without a live guest, but it's always an animal expert in all kinds of fields, whether it's a veterinary medicine, health, nutrition, like Sandy does training. You name it, anything that has to do with a kind, healthy way of holistic way of working with animals. Yeah,
Yeah.
animal communicators, like all kinds of topics.
Yeah, and of course you also always have fun on your channel.
You have to
It's
have
always
fun.
a good time there.
Oh, yes. So this is an example of fun. You have to
Yeah.
laugh, right? This is my little judge. So a lot of my students, like all of us, how we're hard on ourselves. We think we're not good enough, whatever topic it is that we're trying to become good at. Like a lot of us were streamers, right? And we're trying to be better, but it's like, oh my God, I can't do this. I'm horrible. So when I did in-person classes, this is the closest I could come to a British judge. It's a little beanie baby, a class of 98. And so I would, if somebody was, I'd say like, the assignment would be, have a conversation, ask certain questions to this dog, cat, horse, llama, pig, snake, whatever. And the students would come back and I'd say, so what'd you get? And most people would be like, I don't know, I can't do this well. And so the judge would pop up. And I'd give, because we judge ourselves. So I turn it into a game. Lots of times the students would just start throwing this guy at each other, throw it across the room. He can fly. But yeah, you got to have fun,
Fantastic.
don't you? No matter what you do. And you have fun, and you guys all have fun doing this live streaming.
Yes,
You gotta have fun.
absolutely. No, no, I wanted her. There, yeah. Yeah, I never had two guests. So.
Me either, so I'm learning.
Yeah.
Lala, what are you up to? Marcus, what are you guys up to?
Yeah, Lala. You are doing everything, I think.
I know.
Nothing much really. Just the usual schedule. Although I was actually also looking forward to supposedly being back in Lida, but it's okay because we're gonna have Lida in August. So we have more time to actually finish up everything that we need to do prior to that August one. And now
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
gearing up, excited much for Sammy Superstars conference tomorrow for me.
Absolutely,
Yay.
yeah.
What time does that start?
Yeah, that was what I was asking myself just now because I bought
I
a
think it
ticket.
was 5:15 p.m. EST
Okay.
time
Okay.
up to 9:45, something like that.
Yeah, probably in the
Daily. So
middle
that's
of the night for
25
me.
to 26.
I pull a Lala. It's in the middle of the night for me, so. But it's Friday, so.
Yes. No, it's really Marcus's stream is always part of my weekly schedule.
Yeah, I know. You're the best. So,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely. And yeah. Yeah, and we all met in Lida
Yeah.
last year. Yeah. It's such a great experience, and I really I will want to tell people all about it, people who don't know it, but maybe we'll do that in July to prime
Yeah.
them for August. Then-
Okay. Marcus, maybe did Anna try logging in from a Chrome or from
yeah,
Safari?
it was from Chrome and from the phone, and yeah,
Hmm.
Oh, Chrome would have been okay. I
it
was trying to
should.
log in first through Safari, and then I realized no, there's no
Yeah,
virtual cam if I log in through Safari. I have to go through Chrome.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we will figure it out, and we will
Mhm.
come back with that. And of course, I'm excited to talk with her. Yeah, it's interesting. She was telling pretty early on when I went live that she would be willing to be a guest, and I
Already Chrome.
I waited a bit because I thought, yeah, religion it's not such an easy thing to talk about. But now I think crazy. Of
Yeah.
course, it's easy to talk about, but in the start, of course, I was nervous about a whole lot of things, and if you get more practice, so
Yeah.
then you're more
Yeah, I think
relaxed.
one thing we all learned, right, from everybody, I think basically in the chat even are, one way or the other have already live streamed. And tech is something that, no matter how much we try. I remember going live. I was invited by a local network to do crafting beading. I was gonna show them how to make jewelries out of paper beads, and I was already in the background. It was like, okay, like in seconds I'll be there. I was already waiting in the green room, so to speak, and then it's like Lala Laxon of Mummy Guide Inc. And then zoom, power failure. I
Oh
heard
no!
something, a big boom, a
Oh no!
big transformer on my street exploded. So
No!
they tried to, talk about so many other stuff. In the end, they just had to, the producer said, okay, we'll just bring you on via audio. But the
Oh,
host
okay.
said, no, I want her to really show this. So they canceled. And I just had to go back the next week.
Yes.
So things happen, right? So, and
Things
it's
do
fine.
happen, yeah. And
Mhm.
I was a guest on a stream um, where it's my connection to the other stream didn't work at all, and then I took the phone and connected via the phone and and mounted the phone so that I didn't have to hold it, and yeah, we just make it work. And yeah,
Exactly.
and
Right.
I have
So
a
that's
backup camera. But yeah, I would have backup microphone, but I will have to figure out how to back up if the connection don't work to have
mhm.
a secondary means. I know Lala, you also connect people with Zoom. That
Oh,
would
yes.
and
Sorry.
Lala is chatting
That's
at the same
another
time, talking
difficulty,
and chatting. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Oh
Lala,
yeah,
maybe.
I've seen actually also Samantha just inspires in the chat. I've been in her streams many times over, and I've seen actually several times also she had difficulty also as well, right? So it tech is really something that,
Yeah,
it
just have
happens.
to you have to just roll with it, and
Yes, yes.
yeah, yeah, Lala. Now that I don't have you in the chat, because I wanted to ask you if you can put
Mm.
a link to Janet's stream.
Oh yes, yes, I will. I will.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, because Lala is my
but,
trusted
oh,
moderator, and I just need to hint something, and she already puts it in.
well, now that makes sense. But I love that you're talking about always being ready and always having a backup because I don't have a backup camera. I have a backup for my audio,
Yeah.
but I haven't figured out how to do a second camera in my all of my stuff.
Okay.
That's
But
the next
you
thing I
are
want to.
using eCam, and
Yeah,
so just plug a webcam in somewhere, and then
that
you
sounds
see
easy, but
just like this. Doesn't look really good, but it's no.
But when you say
What did
just
I
plug it
do?
in, like the camera that I have now isn't just plugged in, it goes through the cam link and it goes through the something else and then it finally goes in and yeah, I was thinking I could use like a cell phone as an extra camera,
Yeah.
but I do want to get a good or decent second camera. Yeah.
Oh, my second camera is absolutely crap, but it's a camera, you know. Yeah, because I don't really think that the first one will go out, but if it does go
Mhm.
out, hi Sammy. Yeah, and thank you so much, Lala. Is that your channel?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was.
Let's see what I can come up with something.
Okay. I actually clicked it and it went to your channel.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm like Sammy Katie.
Animal
That's like,
Paradise Communication and Healing with Janet Dobbs.
Okay.
oh, okay.
You need to maybe change your link.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
But it works.
okay.
Okay, guys, can you check if the
Hold on.
I put down the
I'll get
same
this.
the right link?
We'll get it.
But
Hold on. Have
it's
a second.
working for me though.
I'll
Okay.
get the one. I'll get the one actually for the. Okay, how do you do share? I'll get the one
Yeah.
for.
Oh, Janet, can you send it to me? Maybe
But
through
yeah,
Messenger?
How do I do that? Oh, okay, sure.
Okay, Marcus, can you try?
but that is your channel, Janet. It's the right one.
Is it
Is it
okay?
correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just have to rename your channel. You can do that. You can customize the name of your channel to the name of your, Paradise Communication.
Yeah, I
You
didn't know
can do
that.
that. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a
Perfect.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
is it correct, Marcus? Did I put
Yeah.
in the right link?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
thank you so much.
For what?
And Coulter is saying, yeah, you can use your phone via NDI
NDI.
or USB webcam. Yeah, and with eCam you can also use your phone via cable connection. Yeah.
My next thing to do. We're always doing something with tech, right?
Yeah.
Or I
Yeah,
am.
and it's live, so so people are pretty understanding if something goes wrong. At least I am. If it's pre-recorded, I am less forgiving with bad quality as I would be when it's live, because
Well, if it's not live, we can fix it.
yeah. And then as viewer, I also expect people to fix it, and don't tell me in a recorded video, oh yeah, let me just here, and I say, why do you show me that? Lara, you can talk. You don't have
I
to
know.
write.
I know, that's really funny.
All right. No, this is multitasking.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
All right.
You are
so
the perfect
link is down
moderator.
below in the chat. So it would be great if you would also subscribe and like to Janet's channel so you don't miss
Aw.
any of her streams as
Oh, thank
well.
you. And don't forget to ring everybody's bell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
These
So
guys are so funny.
tomorrow, Janet with Sandy
At
and
noon Eastern,
okay.
daylight savings time.
And then
And
Emma
if you're not
has-
yet there in Sammy's conference,
That's
okay,
at
it's
6, right?
starting also
Yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah.
5 p.m.,
Oh,
5:15 p.m.
Do you have a link
Yes.
for that too? Okay, I don't know if we have anyone here who doesn't already have
Is it
heard.
Audio, Marcus?
You hear me?
I hear you.
Okay,
is it me?
it's you. It's you.
Oh no.
Guys, is it just me or I
Yeah.
don't hear? Maybe it's
It's
me.
just you.
We're the Marcus Janet bobbleheads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All three. All right, all three.
Okay.
Well, we hear you. Okay, I need to let her know.
Yeah. Now she's chatting too.
So we're all multitasking.
Okay, I chat too now.
Oh no. Who else is chatting? Oh. And now everybody chat.
Yeah.
So isn't the chatting though good for your analytics, Marcus?
Yeah, of course, but I don't know if it counts if you chat
kidding.
yourself.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so
Yeah.
Marcus, I'm really glad that you went live. And
Oh,
that's
thank
really
you.
important because I think Lala, you might have said you have an alarm set. I have an alarm on my phone set. Not trying to guilt you, Marcus, but that was just stating
Yeah, I know.
that was
Bec-
I
bec-
kept missing, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
miss your guests. I love your guests.
Yeah, but you know, Lala makes me much more feeling guilty because She
Oh,
goes.
right.
She sets the alarm for 5 o'clock, and now that we're in daylight saving time, even at 4 o'clock. So now we let her back in. Lala, do you hear us? Hello,
Uh-oh. No,
hello. Okay.
I don't think she does. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Darn.
So
Right.
doesn't matter. We just roll with it. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Lala will find her way back. She's a pro.
yeah, and I still have you. So
Yes. Oh, okay.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I will invite you for a regular show as well.
Well, I'd be honored. And, it's like, you should come. Well, you're always, I don't know how you do it. Like Sammy does like you guys. There's a certain group of you guys from Lita, that showed up, that still continue to show up all the, to everybody's live, no matter where. I think that's amazing. And so, yeah, I want to thank you, in front of
Oh,
everybody,
no.
for showing up to mine because, I don't know. I think everybody here, if you've gone live, you know what it's like when there's nobody chatting. And when there is somebody chatting, even one person, you can play off of them. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
it just can raise the energy. The times that I go live by myself without a guest. Once a week, whenever I don't have a guest. And lots of times my particular audience don't chat. So when you're on, Marcus, you can get some people chatting. And there was one time you and Callie showed up. And I mean, there was this back and forth
Yeah.
that was hysterical, and it kept the energy up. So, for me, a long, long, long time ago, before many of you weren't even born, I was on like real radio. And so there isn't anybody, there wasn't the internet then. So you just kind of go with it. But, it's so fun to have the chat along with, and then if you have a guest, that's even better, I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely. And I had the privilege to have people watching live from the very beginning. And I know, Lala, it's okay. You can stay in the chat. Okay, we can try, but it's totally okay.
Come back,
I'll
Lala.
try. Lala, do you hear us? Lala, it's totally fine. just stay in the chat. I have so now we put that away. Yeah. Today it's everything is improvised. Yeah,
And
Lala,
you know
it's
that
totally good to be in the chat, and please don't say sorry. I have already Janet here, and that's perfect. So thank you, Lala, for putting your computer up on short notice, and don't worry. And Anna says that is why I'm a Christian, because Jesus is in the chat. Oh, even when no one is there. Oh, that's so cool. So, and next time we will bring you really live and not just in the chat. And Coulter says having a LIDA alumni show up and chat, also giving my audience permission to chat. Yeah, of course. If people see other people chatting, that helps,
Yeah.
because it's hard to talk in an empty room.
But then, because we're live, not just because we're live, but I think Lita, I don't know about you, but I've never been a person to get in front of a camera, at least without having a musical instrument in front of my mouth or somewhere, not talking. I was a music major in school, but it was instrumental, not vocal. So to be in front of a camera like many of you, it's like, oh my God, there is no way
of course
I'm going to do that. So supporting each other, we're here for each other, supporting each other, and it continues. I just really love, so love that. And I think part of being live, we do have to learn how to improvise. And, you know, and it's okay.
Absolutely.
Stuff happens, right, Marcus? You know, stuff is happening now. And so learning how to be in the moment, because that's kind of what we're
Absolutely, yeah.
obviously
And
doing.
now I can. Oh, I have to take this away. I thought I could take you here
Yeah,
in the nicely framed.
so pretty.
Now that it's two of us and not three anymore, I can use the fancy overlay.
That's so
Yeah,
pretty.
but yeah, Lida really did that for me and for many of us and for you, and it's because it doesn't just teach you how to be in front of the camera, but it's in a technical way, but really in a deeper way. And with doing it for 30 days in a row, you really get the hang of it. But really important then afterward, and that took me 2 times, is to do something with it. Because after a while it feels comfortable to go live in a private Facebook group, and then you need to dip your toe in the big wide world and just do it. And yeah, but yeah, we will talk with you on a separate show about how that all worked out for you.
That would be that would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
So,
so that was a yes.
That would be a yes.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I got 99.9% yeses and one ignored maybe, but yeah, that's the other thing. If you just have to ask people to be a guest, and sometimes I was too late to ask someone, and it was never the thing that there was no one ready to be a guest, but you have to really ask them, else it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of guests, you've been kind of helping me in our little, sprint.
Yeah.
90-day sprint. But yeah, for me, the people most of the people that would be my guests, a larger percent don't do this. And so the thought of like many of us have felt that before, like, no way, I'm not doing it. And so they don't really say that to me.
Okay.
But I know that's what's going on. So if I can talk to them kind of like this or on the phone, whether it's a Zoom or a telephone, to help them feel more at ease, like, look, we're just going to have fun. I don't do strict, like scripted, please don't do that, or I don't want you to be on my show. But, to help them feel at ease. And it's like, hey, we're just going to chat. We're just going to have fun.
Absolutely.
But so many people it's been hard for me to get guests like on a weekly basis. I still haven't found that rhythm. But, and a lot of people are busy. A lot of people I had one person, she's just lovely. And she says, I gained so much weight because I had surgery and I had to take this drug. And can we wait until I can lose this weight? And I'm
no.
like,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to, it's like, well, I know how that goes, that up and down with weight. And I don't know about any of you all, but I've had that issue my whole life. And it's like, if I wait until I'm like, however I think I'm perfect, we'll never do this. So I think that's another thing that Lita helped with. We just got to do it.
You have to be okay with I can't wait till I am less weight. I will never be live. Yeah, but I think I have it easier with guests than you, because I talk with people who are already streaming or creating content in some way. And maybe for your guest, if they're not sure, you could send them the link to a show you already did, and so they can get a feel for how it will go.
Yeah. And so then there's the other side of the coin. There's people that are, a lot of my guests are pretty big in the world in their particular field. And you know how that can happen. So they're like, the prima donna that wants the green room with all of the caviar and the champagne and the this, that, and the other, right? So they're used to like telling you how to do things. So I had one person who hasn't come on yet, but she said, I don't like that timer thing. You've got to take them off of
Oh
all of your
no.
videos. And I don't want that. And I said, well, I'll edit that off for you. Don't worry. And then it
Okay.
was like, I've had a guest who just, when you're live, there's always a chance, and you can see this on the news quite often. We call it, sorry, I had 30 years in
No,
broadcast
no
television
worries.
news. So people, like your guests, I start telling you what to do. So could you show that picture over here? And so I've had a guest.
Ta-da-da-da, and you're gone.
Thank you, Marcus.
Yeah, but of course, life it's can be hard, and yeah, there's also a thing if you're doing an interview in person, you never give the microphone out of the hand, and that's exactly
No,
always stay in control. And here in the life, I am in control
absolutely.
too because I can switch you
Yes,
away.
yes,
Yeah.
and cut the microphone.
Yeah, I didn't do that with you because it was just for
Right.
demonstration purpose.
You could have though. That would have been funny. You could have cut my microphone and kept it going.
No, that would be mean. Yeah. Yeah, and
Oh, but
the other thing is, I think really important is always make the guest feel safe and
yeah,
comfortable. And I, if I have someone who I see is nervous, I tell them it's my job to do the interview. Your job is just to provide answers, and you don't have to worry if it's if it doesn't come out great. It's my responsibility and not yours.
right. And that's the mark of any good interviewer, and that's an art form. That's
Yeah,
truly an art form. There aren't that many good interviewers in the world. There are people that do that, but there's probably a couple of handfuls of people that do it well. So I mean, I have so much to learn, but I have learned. I have worked with people that are so fantastic. That's why it's hard for me to actually, do this. But
yeah.
Marcus, you're really good at that.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I've noticed you with, the people that come on, even though we all kind of feel like we know each other, those of us that are from Lita. But still at the same time, I mean, that is something that I feel is really important to make people feel welcome and
Yes,
to feel safe and comfortable. Yeah.
absolutely. And yeah, like with all things, it takes practice, and the sooner everyone goes and tries it, the sooner you can get these experiences. And yeah, tomorrow
And
Sammy has his. How does it? How is the name? Something interviews. So,
wait, does
yeah,
somebody write? It sounds like really exciting. Right. I know some
Lala is asking what
la-
face does Marcus. I have yet to see something to that to him. Okay, I have found my streaming piece. Yeah, yeah, and Lala
mhm,
was at
mhm.
the very beginning of the public phase of that, and she's always there
Yeah.
if you need her. So, like today, Janet jumped in and Lala jumped in.
Lala went first though.
Yeah,
Lala's like there.
yeah, and she was not up for very long because it was 4 o'clock in the morning for her. And Coulter asked, "So how do you grow your skills as an interviewer?" I go first, and then you can go, Jen. I would say first thing is practice. Just do it, and then always watch it back and try to improve. Try to learn. For example, because I read the comments during the interview, and then I recognized, oh, this person was talking about that because I had no idea while having this. So just notice and improve. And Janet, what would you say to this question?
What I would say is, well, first, like you said, practice and listen. So another key is I've seen some really bad interviewers and
Okay.
some really excellent ones. So depending on what your topic is, do your research and know, like pretend you have somebody that wrote a book coming on as, that's like a common thing, that we see on TV.
So then read
Read the
the
book.
text on the
Read the
cover.
book.
No, of course, yeah.
And, you have your notes, right? But don't be like this. Like, I'm sure you all have seen an interview, like
Okay,
even
my notes for today were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. But
so that's really good. So
yeah,
the key to a good interview is first to be prepared and know the topic as well as you can, and then listen.
Yeah.
Because if you've ever noticed in an interview where somebody is that you're like glued to what the guest is saying, the person being interviewed, and the interviewer, the host, whoever they are, commentator, whatever they are, they're not paying attention. They're looking at their notes and they miss, instead of doing a follow-up question
Yeah.
that wasn't on their list, they miss this beautiful opportunity and they're on to the next question. And it's like, whoa, the really good interviewers listen and they can be in the moment, right? And then it's like you said something that was really profound, but like, oh, I'm not sure. And so you go deeper,
yeah, absolutely.
by asking more questions. And then it just becomes this really rich, juicy, interview that everybody or people that are tuned in will stay tuned in, I think.
Absolutely. And that also takes practice for sure,
Practice.
because the more nervous you are, the more you will stick to the notes. And you are absolutely correct with preparation and making notes. And I'm not really perfect there because I do that besides my full-time job. And but I always have some notes. So if I lose my train of thought,
Right.
I have at least a question to fall back to. Yeah.
And I think it's really good to be in the moment, because I'll just have lots of times we're just like with Sandy, I'm like, is there anything you want me to ask you? And she had one thing. So to keep on track, and she wants me to keep her on track. But we're just going to be in the moment and see what happens, and that's kind of that's the style I want to do. I don't really want a formal, but to know the topic a little bit, enough to be able to ask the questions.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't know.
And what I think helps to compensate for myself, because I'm not a pro at this, is to be really, really genuinely curious and really want to know what the guest is talking about. And of course, it's easy for me because I choose my guests. So,
Me too.
if I'm not interested in them, it would be my fault, and I wouldn't invite them.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what's nice about, like, I don't have a staff. I don't think you do. So, for the big shows where there's always a guest and always an interviewer, they have actual people who make the phone calls or however they get in touch and schedule the guest.
Yeah.
So you might not, I would think somebody would have a say in who it is or what the topic is, but I don't know. But for me, I know who it is so far. I have never had anybody on that I don't know or know of.
Yeah.
So that's been helpful.
And I think it really helps to compensate for not being at the top professional level, with enthusiasm, with really genuinely wanting to do that, and being interested in the guest, and yeah, that goes a long way.
Well,
okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, Lala, for coming and saving me. Thank you, Janet, for coming in. And Anna, please don't worry. Yes. It was my responsibility to do it the day before. That's the thing I said. It's not the guest's the responsibility of the guest to have it work out technically. It's absolutely my responsibility. If it doesn't work, I made something wrong, but it turned out great. No, don't be sorry, Anna. Don't. You know?
Anna, I can't wait to see you. I'm tuned in to see you. So you've got an audience waiting already.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good idea. So we announce a guest, and
Teasing.
everyone comes to see them, and then we say, "Oh, sorry, you have to come back next week," and then we have that audience 2 times.
The old bait and switch.
No, we don't do that. But yeah, really, don't be sorry, Anna. Firstly, it was my responsibility, and second, it turned out to be a great stream with all you in the chat and with Lala and Janet. And so everything always happens as it has to happen. And yes, great strategy. And I will have to check with Anna when she is available, and you will see in...
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm doing distractions. No, my little kitty Luna wanted to say hi.
Oh, so let's show her. Oh, yeah.
There she is. Yeah, I had to bribe her. Oh, sorry, my phone. Had to bribe her.
Okay.
Sorry for the noise. I forgot about the microphone.
That's perfect.
It's live.
Okay. But yeah, that's it for today. I'm so happy I showed up instead of technical difficulties, and I'm so grateful for all of you showing up. See you next week. Thanks. Bye.